Man, I'll tell you what, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Football is back. Week 1 officially in the books. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Trevor, of course. And on today's video, we will be doing my Week 2 predictions for the National Football League. Week 1 ended Monday night in the Meadowlands, where the Jets, despite Aaron Rodgers being injured and out for the season, tough break for the Jets, but same old Jets. I mean, what else is there to say? The Jets are cursed. I'm sorry. Cursed franchise. Aye. No wonder why I left them. Anyways, Week 2 kicking off tomorrow night, so let's get these Week 2 predictions going, baby. And last week, we went 8-8. Yes, 8-8 across the entire board, including the spread. So I'm an even 500 on everything so far this year, 50%, and we will take that because the goal, and I don't know if I mentioned this or not last week, but if I did, I'll mention it again. The whole goal of this is to see if I can finish above 500 or at 500 for these predictions. That's my goal in all this, and so far, if the season ended today, I would be at my goal. And one little thing about last week, the big win, Packers +1. Packers +1 and the money line over the Bears. So if you took my advice on that, congratulations to you. You got yourself a big old win right there. So let us kick it off tomorrow night, Thursday Night Football, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It will be the Minnesota Vikings traveling to play the Philadelphia Eagles. The Vikings, man, what the hell was that last week? You shit the bed against the Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield. What? You good, Minnesota? Do we need to have a chat between me and you? Are you good? Ugh, what a mess that game was. And the Eagles, despite winning last week over New England, didn't look as powerful, I would say. The Patriots put up a pretty good fight against them Eagles. So, credit to New England for making it interesting. And the Eagles, I'll put some credit to it that it was raining, some inclement weather. And let's see how they do this Thursday at home. So, if you could probably already tell by my voice, yes, I will be taking the Eagles and the spread at 7. Okay, 7 is the spread, and I will be taking the Eagles and the 7 tomorrow night in Thursday Night Football in Philly. So hopefully the Eagles can do that. Minnesota, I don't know, man. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. All right. Moving on to the Sunday slate. The Sunday 1 o'clock slate, we begin in Atlanta, where the Green Bay Packers, them Packers, man, coming off that big win against Chicago, travel to Atlanta to play the Falcons. Both teams won last week. Falcons getting that victory over Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers. The Packers, of course, beating the Chicago Bears. And I'll tell you what, man, I like this Packers team. Jordan Love played a hell of a game last week, man. He really did. More or less because Bears defense, not really that good, and Justin Fields making some interesting decisions. Again, as I said last week, Bears fans, talk that offseason, and then you go out and do that. We no longer own you. And then you just lay an egg. You talk smack, and, well, if you don't show up, you're going to get talked right back at you. So, but that's the Bears. We'll talk about them later. Packers, though, man, I like what Jordan Love did. And you know what? I'm going to stick with them again. The line is 2 in favor of Green Bay. So I will take the Packers and the -2. So give me the Packers and the points against the Falcons. I did like Atlanta a little bit. Last week, they, man, Bijan Robinson, man, holy smokes, this guy's going to be something. But I just think Green Bay is more motivated after that win last week. I think they are playing with more of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they will go into Atlanta, win, and cover the 2. So Packers -2 there. We move on to Buffalo. Buffalo, New York. Oh, Bills. Bills. It is the Las Vegas Raiders coming to the East Coast and visiting Orchard Park and the Bills. So, Buffalo, you look sus. Josh Allen. Man, some of those throws you were making, man, it looked like rookie Josh Allen out there. Not a good performance. Bills, you had that game. You had it. Even beyond the Aaron Rodgers injury, I thought you would have had it. I thought you would have played better. You played down to your competition. You had a lead at halftime. And you blew it and lost in overtime on a punt return for a TD with a questionable call in there, but we'll push that to the side. Should have been a trip and illegal block on the Jets, but that's between you and me. Anyways, so Buffalo, you return home after last week. Raiders coming off a win in Denver against the Broncos, which I had a feeling that game was going to go that way, man. This is why I just don't trust the Broncos, but we'll get to them later. But Bills, though, I don't know, Buffalo. I really don't. You have the talent, but is the pressure just too much? Are you relying too much on Josh Allen? I know he's talented, but you're relying too much on the guy to carry your team. You need to start establishing more of a balanced offense. You can't just put everything on this guy's back and let him go, because you're going to get results like Monday. But I do think there is a talent, talent, in terms of talent, I think the Bills are better. So, the line is 8.5. That's a tough line. But you know what? You're at home. I'm gonna trust you. It may bite me in the ass. I'm gonna have you to win. So definitely put the Bills up there to win. But the 8.5, I'm gonna rely on you to cover here, Buffalo. That's a lot of points. A lot of points. But I think with the Raiders traveling to the East Coast, playing in that 1 p.m. spot, West Coast on 1 p.m., 9 times out of 10, teams will struggle with that. But you're at home. I'm going to trust you. So give me the Bills and the 8.5. But don't let me down. Moving on to Cincinnati. Okay, so Ravens at Bengals. Second week in a row. Bengals starting off with a divisional opponent. Interesting. Cincinnati. I talked a lot about you last week. I hyped you up. And you laid an egg. A massive one. Now, I'm gonna give you a pass. Okay? None of your guys played in preseason. None of your major contributors. Burrow didn't play a single down because he was recovering from his injury. And I think last week was a warm-up game. Now, I was informed after the game that Cleveland pretty much has dominated the last few games against the Bengals, excuse me. So, probably should have leaned Browns based on previous history, but oh well. So, I do expect with Cincinnati now going home to play better. You had your game. We had to get going. Now you're welcoming in a Ravens team who beat the hell out of the Texans, which was to be expected. And Lamar doing his thing. And that Ravens aren't. Now, unfortunately, they lost J.K. Dobbins for the year. So that's going to take out a major part of their offense. So, while I do like the Bengals, and I still think they're going to have a good season, the line is 3. Give me the Ravens and the 3. I mean, no. I'm sorry. Fuck. I messed up. Give me the Bengals to win. Okay, excuse me. But the +3 with Baltimore. All right. I think the Ravens will cover the 3 points. So, Bengals and the +3 is my prediction for that one. Moving on to Detroit. How about them Lions, man? I will say, Detroit, you impressed me. I had a feeling that game was going to be close, but the fact you pulled it out, God bless you. And we'll get to the Chiefs later on, but man, Detroit, I like you, man. I really do. Now you're returning home. A Ford Field that's going to be just rocking. Absolutely just rocking off its bonkers. And you're welcoming a Seahawks team who downplayed themselves to the Rams at home. Thank you, Seattle, for that last week. I think all the momentum right now is with Detroit. They're the favorites. They won last week. The line is 5.5. I'm gonna ride with Detroit. So give me the Lions and the 5.5 for them to cover. So Lions and the -5.5 there. Speaking of Kansas City, let's talk about them next. And now they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jags. All right. So Kansas City. I ain't panicking like everyone else. This is the Chiefs. I don't even think Mahomes played that bad last week. He just had no help. And this proved Travis Kelce is that guy. It shows that without him, that offense can't do anything. And boy, I bet the Chiefs do wish they had Tyreek Hill right now, with what he did for the Dolphins on Sunday. But that's another topic for another time. Kelce's status is still up in the air for Sunday. But they do get Chris Jones back, who ended his holdout. In a very strange holdout, really. A lot of bonus incentives for him. He's betting on himself, basically. So good luck to him in his ways to get a bigger contract this offseason. Signed a 1-year deal. But they head to Jacksonville. So the Jags. A lot closer than I expected against Indy Sunday, boys. Gotta be honest with you. I thought you would handle your business more. But you got the win. That's all that matters. Jags played Kansas City pretty good last year when they met. I think they met, right? I want to say they did. Yeah, I think Jacksonville went to Kansas City last year. I believe so. Don't quote me on that. So the line is 3. This may come back to bite me in the ass, but I'm going to take the Chiefs, and I'm going to take the -3. So give me the Chiefs and a 3. But I do expect Jacksonville to put up a fight. But I'm going to roll with it. Give me Mahomes, the Chiefs, and the -3 for that one. But I do expect that one to be a good game. We're going to stay in Florida for the next game as we head to Tampa Bay as the Bears visit the Buccaneers. So, Bears. As I said earlier, you talk, and if you don't produce, you're going to get talked right back. I don't like this team at all. I got to be honest with you. I like Justin Fields, but he's not that guy yet. And Bears fans were just, Fields, he's going to take over. He's going to be the next great QB of the NFC North. Okay, maybe, but you really expected that in one offseason? You're talking like you guys were going to run the table, run the division. And yet Green Bay came in and do what they do to you all the time. Beat you. I don't like you, Chicago. I don't. Buccaneers, I don't really like you guys either, but you won last week. Congrats for that. A good upset win in Minnesota. And I do like you this week. The line is 3. I certainly like you better than this Bears team, so give me the old Buccaneers and the -3 for this one. The line is 3. I think the Buccaneers will cover that, so give me the Bucs and the -3. Let's head to Tennessee, shall we? The Titans. With welcoming in the Los Angeles Chargers. So Chargers at Titans for this next one. Tennessee. This was my problem with the Titans, and I kind of took the bait. New Orleans played better than I expected them to. And they got the win. I had a feeling that one might have been going the other way again, unfortunately. You gotta establish. I said this last week. With a run-heavy offense you are in, you gotta establish some sort of passing game. You have to. If I'm any defensive coordinator, the problem is Derrick Henry is that guy. And he will run all over you. But the more times you run it, the more defensives learn. And with the lack of a quarterback that I don't personally like on your roster, I don't like any of your QBs, you're going to get beat. I still think Jacksonville takes the AFC South. And I'm just not a fan of this Titans team. I don't think, what's the dude's name? Damn it. Oh, God, I hate when I blank, especially on these videos. Ugh. I just lost my train of thought. God damn it. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. Look, Titans, I don't like you. Chargers, you hell of a game last week. That was probably the game of the week with you in Miami. Could have gone either way. And that's going to be a tough one to swallow. Your defense seems a little sus, but I do like Herbert. I think you can still, the way your offense played last week, though, I think you could beat Tennessee. The line is 3. You are the favorite, so give me the Chargers and the -3 when they play Tennessee. Last game on the 1 p.m. slate. We go to Houston, Texas for an AFC South battle between the Colts and the Texans. And Colts, Anthony Richardson impressed the hell out of me. I thought he would be a little more rough around the edges, but he played good. I'll admit, he did a hell of a job. And you're going to face a Texans team that, well, I mean, it's tough because you played Baltimore. And these Colts-Texans games, man, something weird always happens with them. The bookies did a hell of a job with this line. The line is 1.5. Fuck. All right, give me the Colts in the 1.5. Wait. Hang on. Don't make that official yet, Mr. Editor. Hang on. Give me the Colts for sure. 1.5, though. Shit. Fuck, man. These bookies know what the fuck they're doing. 1.5. Alright, I'll stick with it. It may bite me in the ass, but fuck it. Colts, minus 1.5. Write it down. Okay. Yeah, okay. Cool. Alright, moving on to the late slate, the 4 p.m. slate, and we're starting off here with the stinker. Giants at Cardinals. Oh, Giants. The hell was that? Man, after everything that happened Sunday, I was in such a good mood. Dolphins coming off with a big win. A great day of football. We go to the Meadowlands. A great tribute and intro to start the game, with it being the night before September 11th. And then... Oh, I love it when the Giants fall on their ass, right on their face, and fail. It makes me so happy. So you now go to Arizona. Man, Giants, if you lose this one, man, I knew they would be worse this year, but if you lose to the Cardinals, who are trying to tank, you better win this week. You better. Or there may be some heads that need to be rolled there up at the Meadowlands. The line is 5.5. Giants, you better do this. Giants in the 5.5. But man, if you don't, I'm going to have the biggest laugh of all time. Here's going to be a good one. Moving on from that hideous game between the Giants and Cardinals. 49ers at Rams. So, 49ers went in and dominated the Steelers. I was expecting Pittsburgh to put up a little bit of a more fight, but 49ers just went in there and took the souls of Pittsburgh. They did not care. It beat the pulp out of them. And then you got the Rams, who surprised everyone, beating Seattle. And now, people are like, oh, the Rams are back. Well, here's your big test for you. I don't buy it. I still think the Rams are not going to be good, and now they are facing a legit team. The best team in the NFC right now, in my opinion. And there's a team we'll get to in the next game that might have something to say about that, but we'll see. I like the 49ers better. The line is 7.5. Give me the 49ers and the 7.5 when they go visit the Rams in LA. And speaking of that other team, Jets at Cowboys. So Dallas goes in and just beats the hell out of New York, man. God damn. So good for them. Now they return home, facing a Jets team that won Monday night, but what is their future now without Aaron Rodgers? They're making calls to some veteran QBs in the free agent market. I don't trust Zach Wilson for the life of me. And now the Jets are at a point where they paid Rodgers a significant amount of money that's fully guaranteed. He's going to be out for the year, and some people in the organization fear it might be career-ending. And now they go to a Dallas team that's just on fire. They are hot. The line is 9.5. Give me the Cowboys in the 9.5. And as you put that on, this is my lock of the week. Trevor's lock of the week. That is right. Give me the Cowboys in the 9.5. Hammer it. Hammer down. 9.5. Cowboys. Lock it. Jets are dead. Good luck to you. I think that, and we're going to get to it, but man, I like that AFC East moving forward, man. Last game in the 4 p.m. slate, we head to Denver. It's the Commanders coming off that win in week 1 visiting the Broncos. Denver, Denver, Denver. Oh, Broncos. I said it. I don't like you. I really don't. I think Russell Wilson is not the guy. Bringing in Sean Payton to try to put out a fire, he's in terms of name value, yeah, he's better than Nathaniel Hackett, but the game looked awfully similar to last year in your week 1 matchup. Just putting it out there. And now a Commanders team coming in here. Sky high feeling, beating the Cardinals. Yeah, there was some hiccups, but they got the win. But Denver, I'm going to trust you one last time. Y'all better win this week. That's all I'm going to say. Most it'll be a while until I pick you again. Give me the Broncos. But the line is 3.5. I think the Commanders cover that. Broncos, but plus 3.5 is my prediction on that one. I think the Commies will give you a little bit of a challenge. Because you certainly struggled against the Raiders. Ugh. Good luck to you. Broncos, but the plus 3.5. And now, Sunday Night Football. And we head to New England. Gillette Stadium. The Miami Dolphins will visit the New England Patriots in an AFC East battle, in which it should be a good game. After last week, Miami, I gotta tell you boys, you really impressed me. I thought it was going to be a rough game, a long game, especially the way it started getting into the red zone and fumbling the ball. But you held in there. Tyreek Hill is fucking awesome. I'm sorry, he is so good. Ugh, I love it. I really, really love it. So, now you face a New England team that gave the Eagles a pretty good fight. I'll admit that. New England did good. You challenged the Eagles, and you held in there. But it just wasn't enough. So, I'm going to predict Miami to win. But the line is 2.5. And you know what, New England? Your defense I like. So I think you'll cover that 2.5. So give me the Dolphins, but New England to cover the 2.5. And, man, if Miami wins this week, that AFC East is going to be awfully interesting moving forward. Let's move along here to Monday Night Football, a doubleheader this week. We're going to start off with the Saints and the Panthers. Saints, you really look good to me in my eyes. And Panthers, definitely some growing pains with Bryce Young, but I think the Saints are better. The line is 3.5. Give me the Saints and the minus 3.5. And for the other Monday night game, Browns at Steelers. Pittsburgh. Man, y'all disappointed me. I thought you would be a little better in week 1, but just didn't work out. So, you're welcoming in a Browns team who's on sky high, beating the Bengals. But Sunday night in Pittsburgh can be a challenge. And I think the Steelers will do a little bit better this week. So give me the Steelers, and they are actually the underdogs this game. So I'm going to go complete underdog. Give me the Steelers and the plus 2.5. I like that line. I really do. All right. And that is going to do it for this week, folks. Week 2 starts tomorrow night. Can't wait to watch it all. And that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all for watching. My name is Trevor. I appreciate it. And, fall now in full swing. Everything's going to get going. And sooner before you know it, hockey season will be here too. So get ready for more videos when that comes. And I will see you for week 3 next week. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching. Of course, my name is Trevor. And I will see you for the next one.